The morning at Central Station smells like burnt coffee and diesel fuel. Same as every other morning for the past 6 months. Daniel Hayes has been here 43 times. 43 mornings standing in this exact spot. Searching. Waiting. Hoping. Today is number 44. Hundreds of people rush past. Phones out, earbuds in, chasing trains, chasing time. Nobody looks at the man standing frozen in the center of it all. He's not carrying luggage. He's not checking the departure board. His eyes hunt. Every face, every child, every brown-haired girl in a pink dress. There's something in the way he holds himself. Rigid, tense, like a wire pulled too tight. His hand trembles as it grips his jacket pocket. Inside, a photo. Wrinkled from being touched too many times. Faded from tears and sweat and the weight of 6 months without sleep. He's not here to catch a train. He's hunting, like a man who hasn't slept in half a year. Like a man who has nothing left to lose. One chance. One morning. If he fails, she's gone forever. His name is Daniel Hayes, 38 years old, a carpenter who works with his hands, building furniture in a small workshop on the edge of town. He's a single father. 3 years ago, his wife died of cancer. 6 months from diagnosis to the funeral. Not enough time to say goodbye. Not enough time to prepare Emma for losing her mother. She left behind Daniel and their daughter, Emma. 5 years old at the time, too young to understand why Mommy wasn't coming home. Old enough to feel the absence like a hole in her chest. Daniel raised Emma alone. The apartment is small, barely enough room for 2 people, but they made it work. He took jobs at night after Emma went to sleep. He learned to braid her hair, pack her lunch, help with homework. But the hardest part was the fear. Emma's fear. One night, 6 months after her mother died, Emma woke up screaming. Daniel rushed to her room. "Daddy, don't leave me. Please, don't leave me." He held her, rocked her. "I'm not going anywhere, baby, I promise. But what if you do? What if you leave like Mommy?" Daniel's heart broke. He thought for a moment. Then he took her small hand and placed it on his chest. "Feel that? That's my heartbeat. It means I'm alive. I'm here." Emma sniffled. "But what if I can't hear it? What if you're far away?" Daniel smiled. Thought. Then he lifted his hand. "Then we'll make a signal, our own secret code. Watch." He placed his hand on his chest, tapped 3 times. Waited. Then tapped twice more. 3 beats. For the 3 of us that were you, me, and Mommy. 2 beats for the 2 of us that remain. But we're still here. We're still together. Emma's eyes widened. "So it's like, Mommy is in the first part?" Daniel's voice caught. "She's always in the first part, baby. Always. And we're in the second part. Still here. Still strong." "What does it mean?" "It means, I'm here. You're safe. Anytime you're scared, you do this, and you'll remember that Daddy is always with you, even when I'm not right next to you." Emma tried it. Hand on her small chest. 3 taps. 2 taps. "Like this?" "Perfect, baby. Perfect." From that day on, they used it everywhere. When Daniel dropped her off at school. When she had a nightmare. When she felt alone. Their language. 3 for the family that was. 2 for the family that remains. The thing that tied them together when words weren't enough. 6 months ago, everything changed. It was a Saturday morning. Daniel took Emma to Fletcher Park. She wanted to ride the swings. He bought her ice cream from the cart by the fountain. A woman approached them. Friendly smile. Professional clothes. Name tag that said, Sarah, Children's Hope Foundation. "Excuse me, are you Emma?" Emma looked up. Shy. "Yes. I'm Sarah. I work with a charity that helps children who've lost parents. Would you and your dad be interested in being part of our awareness campaign? Just a quick photo. It would really help other kids feel less alone. Daniel hesitated. Something felt wrong. The way she smiled. The way she already knew Emma's name. But Sarah seemed legitimate. She showed him a website on her phone. Business cards. A brochure with real photos of real children. I don't know. It'll only take 5 minutes. Emma's story could give hope to so many children who are grieving. Children just like her. Emma tugged his sleeve. Can we, Daddy? To help other kids? Daniel looked at his daughter's hopeful face. How could he say no to that? Okay, but just one photo. Sarah smiled. Warm. Practiced. Wonderful. Let me just grab my camera from my car. Emma, would you like to sit on that bench over there? The lighting is perfect. Daniel nodded. I'll be right back, sweetheart. Just need to use the restroom. Emma sat on the bench. Daniel walked toward the bathroom, looked back once. Emma was there. Sarah was talking to her, smiling. He was gone 10 minutes, maybe less. When he came back, the bench was empty. Emma's ice cream melted into a pink puddle on the ground. The wrapper fluttered in the wind, and Daniel's world ended. Emma! Emma! He ran, screaming her name until his voice cracked, grabbing strangers by the shoulders. Have you seen her? Brown hair, 8 years old, pink shirt? Nobody had. He called 911. His hands shook so hard he could barely dial. My daughter. She's missing. Someone took her. Please. Please help me. The police came within minutes, searched, interviewed everyone, reviewed security footage. Detective Morris took the case. Mr. Hayes, I need you to sit down. I can't sit down. My daughter is out there. I know, and we're going to find her. But I need to tell you something. Morris's face was grim. This woman, Sarah, her credentials are fake. The website's been taken down. The foundation doesn't exist. We believe she's part of a trafficking organization that targets vulnerable children. Trafficking? My daughter is 8 years old. I know. I'm sorry. These people study their victims. They knew about your wife. They knew Emma was grieving. They used that. Daniel's legs gave out. He sat, stared at nothing. Week 1, he printed 5,000 flyers, handed them out on every corner, taped them to every telephone pole in the city. Week 8, he'd lost 15 pounds, hadn't shaved, hadn't slept more than 2 hours at a time. His workshop sat empty. Furniture orders went unfilled. Week 20, he quit his job, spent every dollar on private investigators who found nothing, leads that went nowhere, tips that turned cold. Month 6, Detective Morris stopped taking his calls. Emma's case went cold, filed away. Another missing child in a system with too many missing children. Until yesterday. A phone call, unknown number. A voice, shaky, scared. Is this Daniel Hayes? Emma Hayes' father? Yes, who is this? I got out, from the ring. I saw your daughter's name on a list. Emma Hayes. They're moving her tomorrow. Train, Central Station. Platform 7, 9:15 a.m. Daniel's heart stopped. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Yes, but listen. They're watching. If you call the cops, if you make a scene, they'll know. And she'll disappear forever. Not moved. Disappeared. As in, you'll never find the body. Do you understand? Daniel understood. He hung up, stared at Emma's photo on his phone, the last one he took before she vanished, her smiling face, her missing front tooth. And now he's here, standing in the station, searching for the only thing left in his life. He doesn't know that in just a few minutes, everything will change. Daniel's phone buzzes. He pulls it out. An unknown number. A text message. Don't do anything. Don't yell. Don't call the cops. Your daughter is being watched. One wrong move and she's gone. Not back to wherever we're keeping her. Gone. As in, you'll never find the body. as in closed casket, as in your daughter becomes a statistic. Do you understand? His chest tightens. Blood turns to ice. He types back with shaking fingers. Where is she? No response. He looks up, scans the crowd desperately. The station is packed. Saturday morning travelers, families, students, business people, hundreds of faces. None of them Emma. And then, there, 30 feet away. Brown hair in a braid he's never seen before. Pink dress he doesn't recognize, but the face, the small scar above her left eyebrow from when she fell off her bike at age 6. Emma, his Emma, walking through the crowd with a woman. The woman is dressed like a normal mother, jeans, light jacket, purse over shoulder. She's holding Emma's wrist, not her hand, her wrist, like a handler, like a leash. Next to them, a man and a younger guy. They look like family, like they're traveling together. Vacation. Normal. Unremarkable. Emma is wearing a pink dress, hair freshly braided. She looks clean, healthy, like a normal child going on a trip with her parents. But Daniel sees what others don't. The woman leans down, whispers something in Emma's ear. Emma's face goes pale, nods quickly, obedient, terrified. That's right, sweetheart. Stay quiet. Everything will be fine if you just stay quiet. One sound and bad things happen. You understand? Emma's lips tremble, but she says nothing. Daniel's eyes catalog every wrong detail. Emma's steps are heavy. Not the skip she used to do when she was happy. Not the bounce she had when he picked her up from school. The woman's fingers are wrapped too tight around Emma's wrist. White knuckles. Control. The suitcase is massive. Too big for a weekend trip. Big enough to transport. The man keeps looking over his shoulder. Not casual, tactical, trained. Every cell in Daniel's body screams to run, to grab his daughter, to end this nightmare. But the text burns in his mind. One wrong move, closed casket, statistic. He walks parallel to them, 5 meters away, close enough to see her, far enough not to draw attention. Then something else enters the scene. A police dog, German shepherd. Big, strong, alert. Walking beside an officer in uniform. The dog's vest reads K9 Unit. Name tag, Max. The officer is middle-aged, calm, experienced. His name badge says Carter. Officer Carter speaks into his radio. Carter here. Platform 7 patrol. All clear so far. Max walks with his head high, ears forward, nose working. 5 years on the force. 47 successful missions. 12 people pulled from rubble. 8 missing children found. Trained to detect drugs, explosives, fear. Carter pats Max's head. Good boy. Stay sharp. Max's tail wags once, then stops. The dog's ears twitch. His head turns slightly. Toward Daniel, then toward Emma, then toward the woman holding the girl's wrist too tight. Carter notices. Max, what is it? Max doesn't respond, just stares, focused, alert, every muscle tense. Something is wrong. Max can sense it. Smell it, feel it in the air. Fear has a scent. Desperation has a frequency. Danger has a texture. And Max is sensing all of it right now. Emma feels it before she sees it. A presence, familiar, warm, impossible. She turns her head slightly, just enough to glance behind her. And there he is. Dad. For one heartbeat, their eyes meet. Emma's breath catches. Her mouth opens. The woman's grip tightens like a vice. Pain shoots through Emma's wrist. Linda leans down, whispers directly into her ear. Breath hot, words sharp. Not one sound. You see that man over there? If you make a noise, my friend will walk over and shoot him. Your daddy will die. Right here. Right now. In front of all these people. Do you understand? Emma's eyes fill with tears. She nods frantically, desperate, terrified. Good girl. Now smile. Act normal. Or he dies. Emma tries to smile. It comes out broken, shattered. But she holds it. Daniel sees it all. He sees the fear in his daughter's eyes. He sees her trying to call out. He sees her being silenced, cut off mid-word. And he knows he can't speak, can't move, can't do anything that would put her in more danger. But he can do one thing. He lifts his hand slowly, places it over his chest, and taps. 3 times. A breath. Then 2 more times. The signal. Their signal. 3 for the family that was. 2 for the family that remains. I'm here. You're safe. Emma's eyes widen. She recognizes it immediately. In 6 months of darkness, she'd forgotten what hope felt like. But seeing that signal, her father's promise, it floods back. Pure. Undiluted. Tears spill down her cheeks, but she doesn't make a sound. The signal means you're safe. But Emma isn't safe. Daniel doesn't know she's been told. 1 sound, and he dies. Emma doesn't know he's been told. 1 wrong move and she disappears forever. They're both protecting each other, and neither one knows it. Her hand twitches, wants to respond, wants to make the signal back. But Linda jerks her forward. Keep walking. Emma stumbles, but keeps moving. Silent. Because she's 8 years old. And she just learned that sometimes love means silence. Max stops walking. The dog's head tilts. Ears perk up. Sharp, alert. Officer Carter glances down. Max, what is it, boy? Max's eyes move. From Daniel to Emma. Then to the woman holding Emma's wrist. The dog's nose lifts. He sniffs the air. He's trained to detect fear. Stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline flooding a small body. Emma's body is drowning in both. Max's tail drops. His stance changes. No longer casual patrol. Now locked on target. Hackles raised slightly. Body tense. Carter follows Max's gaze. He sees a man standing alone in the crowd. Sees a girl being pulled along by a woman. Sees something wrong in the way they're moving. The tension. The control. Carter speaks quietly into his radio. Carter to dispatch. I've got a possible situation on Platform 7. Max is alerting, requesting plainclothes backup. Do not approach until I signal. Repeat, do not approach. Copy that, Carter. Units en route, ETA 3 minutes. Max pulls on the leash, gently at first, then harder, insistent, urgent. Because in those few seconds, Max understands what the humans around him don't. This isn't a normal family. This is danger. This is wrong. This is a rescue waiting to happen. Max isn't just any dog. He's been trained for 5 years, 47 missions, 12 people pulled from rubble, 8 missing children found. He knows patterns. He reads body language. He senses things humans miss. And right now, every instinct in his body is firing. Max pulls harder on the leash. Officer Carter lets him lead. 15 years on the force taught Carter one thing. Trust the dog. They move closer to the group. Max's eyes stay locked on the woman and Emma. Daniel sees Max coming toward them. His heart pounds. This could be his only chance. But how does he signal to the police without alerting the traffickers? How does he show them Emma is his daughter without speaking? He makes a decision. Daniel raises his hand again. Slower this time. More deliberate. Places it on his chest. 3 taps. A beat of silence. 2 more taps. Max stops walking. The dog's head tilts, watching, studying, processing. Then Max looks at Emma. Emma is staring at Daniel. Her hand moves without thinking. She lifts it to her own chest, tries to tap back. But the woman jerks her arm down before she can finish. Max sees it. The gesture. The response. The connection. In the dog's mind, pieces click together. The man standing alone isn't a stranger to the girl. The girl isn't comfortable with the woman. The woman's body language is controlling, not protective. The girl tried to respond to the man's gesture, was stopped. Max has been trained to recognize distress patterns. A child being trafficked moves differently than a child with their parent. The grip is wrong. The eye contact is wrong. The fear smell is wrong. Everything about this is wrong. Max growls, low, deep, a warning sound. Officer Carter's hand goes to his radio. "Carter here, I've got something on platform 7. Max is alerting. Strong alert. Possible child in distress." Daniel's breath stops. This is it. The moment everything changes. If Carter understands, Emma might be saved. If he doesn't, the traffickers will disappear with her forever. Max takes another step forward. Then he does something no one expects. He barks. Twice. Short, sharp. The exact rhythm of the signal Daniel just made. 3 beats. 2 beats. It's not a coincidence. Max is mimicking what he saw, communicating in the only way he knows how. Showing Carter. This matters. This gesture matters. Officer Carter freezes. He looks at Max, then at Daniel, then at Emma. Carter has seen a lot in 15 years. Domestic disputes, drug deals, runaways, abductions. But this is different. The man's desperate eyes, the girl's terrified face, the dog copying a signal between them. Carter's jaw tightens. He speaks into his radio again. "I need backup on platform 7. Possible child abduction in progress. Plain clothes. Don't approach yet. I repeat, do not approach until I give the signal." Daniel meets Carter's eyes across the distance. A silent plea. A father's desperation. Everything he cannot say out loud. Carter nods once, barely visible. But it's enough. He understands. Max barks again, louder this time. The sound echoes through the station. People turn. "Look! Pull out phones." The woman holding Emma stiffens. She knows something is happening. She just doesn't know what yet. But she's about to find out. Officer Carter steps forward. Casual, calm, like this is just routine. "Excuse me, ma'am. Morning check. Can I have a moment?" The woman turns. Her name is Linda, 42 years old. She's done this before. Moved children across state lines, across borders, delivered packages. She knows how to play the part. She smiles, friendly but annoyed. "We're about to miss our train, officer. Is this really necessary?" "Just a quick check. Won't take long." Carter's voice is steady, professional, but his hand rests near his weapon. But Max isn't waiting. The dog moves forward, plants himself directly between Linda and the boarding gate. Not aggressive, just there, blocking the path, immovable. The crowd starts to notice. People slow down, pull out phones, start recording. Whispers ripple through the station. Linda's smile tightens. Her hand squeezes Emma's wrist harder. "Come on, sweetie. The officer just needs to ask us some questions." Emma winces. The grip hurts, cuts circulation. The man with Linda, her partner, begins to back away slowly, looking for an exit. The younger guy next to him does the same, drifting toward different doors. Carter sees it. He speaks into his radio without breaking eye contact. 2 males moving east and west, intercept both. Daniel stands frozen 10 feet away. Every fiber of his being wants to rush forward, to grab Emma, to end this now. But he can't. Not yet. If he moves too soon, they might hurt her. Use her as a shield. Escalate. Carter looks at Emma, speaks gently. Soft. "Hey there, what's your name?" Emma looks at Linda, fear in her eyes. Linda's grip says, "Don't you dare." Emma's voice is barely a whisper. "Emma, that's a pretty name. How old are you, Emma?" 8. Carter nods. "And this is your mom?" Emma hesitates. Her mouth opens, closes. She looks at Linda again, sees the warning in her eyes. Linda cuts in. Yes, I'm her mother. What's this about, officer? We really need to go. Just making sure everyone's safe. You understand? Carter glances at Max. The dog hasn't moved, still blocking their path, eyes locked on Linda. Max suddenly does something no one expects. He turns his head, looks directly at Daniel, then back at Emma. Then he barks, 3 times. Sharp, clear, deliberate. Then twice more. The exact pattern of the signal. Carter's eyes widen. He looks at Daniel, then at Emma, then at Linda. The pieces fall into place. Carter's hand moves to his gun, doesn't draw it, just rests it there. Ready? Ma'am, I'm going to need to see some identification, for both you and the child. Linda's face pales. This is ridiculous. We've done nothing wrong. Then you won't mind showing me ID. The man who was backing away suddenly breaks into a run, sprints toward the east exit. Carter shouts into his radio, "Runner, east exit! Intercept now!" 2 plainclothes officers appear from the crowd, tackle him before he makes it 20 feet. He hits the ground hard. Handcuffs snap on. Linda's hand trembles. She reaches for her purse. Fine, here. But before she can open it, Max moves again. He steps closer, sniffs the purse, then sits. The signal for a positive alert. Something dangerous is in that bag. Carter's voice drops. Cold, certain. Final. Ma'am, I need you to put the bag down, slowly, and let go of the child. Now. Linda's eyes dart around, looking for escape, looking for backup. There is none. And what Officer Carter is about to find in that purse will change everything. For 3 seconds, nobody moves. Officer Carter looks into Emma's eyes. He sees fear, but also hope. The look of a child who's been waiting for someone to notice, someone to help, someone to see. He has a daughter, 7 years old. He knows that look. Carter glances at Daniel, sees a father's desperation, the kind that comes from 6 months of searching, 6 months of nightmares, 6 months of not knowing if your child is alive or dead or suffering. Their eyes meet. No words, just understanding. Emma looks at her father across the crowd. 1 tear rolls down her cheek. She wants to run to him, but she's too afraid to move, too conditioned to obey. Max sits down next to Emma. The dog rests his head against her small hand. It's gentle, protective, warm. Emma's fingers touch Max's fur, just barely. A tiny gesture, but it means everything. A connection, a promise, safety. Daniel lifts his hand 1 more time, places it on his chest. 3 taps, a breath, 2 more. I'm here, you're safe. Emma sees it. Another tear falls, but this one is different. Not fear, hope. Officer Carter places his hand on his radio. Daniel's hand stays on his chest. And Max just sits there, calm, steady, like he's done this 1,000 times, like he knows exactly what comes next. Linda realizes she's trapped. She yanks Emma closer. We're leaving. Now. Officer Carter's hand moves to his gun. Ma'am, release the child. Final warning. Linda's voice rises, shrill. This man is insane. He's been stalking my daughter. Daniel steps forward. 6 months of control snaps. She's lying. That's my daughter. Emma Hayes. Taken from Fletcher Park 6 months ago. He pulls the photo from his pocket, wrinkled, faded from being held every night. Look, that's her. Carter studies it. The resemblance is undeniable. Same eyes, same smile, same scar on her eyebrow. Carter's voice hardens. Ma'am, last chance. Linda drags Emma toward the exit. Max lunges forward, blocks her path, teeth bared, growling. Linda freezes. The younger guy reaches into his jacket. Carter sees it. Gun! 2 officers tackle him. He hits the ground hard. The gun skids across the floor. The crowd screams. Chaos erupts. Linda tries to escape in the panic. Daniel doesn't think, just runs. 6 months of searching. He's not losing her again. He grabs Linda's arm. "Let her go!" Linda shoves Emma away, turns on Daniel, scratches his face, draws blood. Officer Carter reaches them. Pulls Linda back, slams her against the wall, cuffs her. "You're under arrest." Emma stands frozen, too shocked to move. 6 months of being told her father was dead. 6 months of darkness. And now he's here. Daniel drops to his knees. "Emma, baby, it's me." Emma stares, testing. Is this real? Then she collapses into his arms, sobs that come from somewhere beyond words. "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." Daniel holds her. She smells like cheap soap and fear, not like his Emma. But she's here. She's alive. "I've got you. You're safe now." He can feel her heartbeat against his chest, rapid. But there, he buries his face in her hair. 6 months of holding it together shatters. "I'm sorry. I should have protected you. You found me, Daddy." Max sits next to them. Officer Carter stands guard. 2 officers open Linda's purse. Inside, 8 fake passports. Different children. A tablet with 23 names, ages, locations, prices, sedatives, pink liquid, sweet-smelling, enough to make children compliant. Cash. Thousands in different currencies. Officer Carter looks at it all. "Call FBI, now." An officer scrolls through the tablet. "Sir, some of these kids have been missing for years." Emma is still in Daniel's arms. He rocks her gently. "You're safe. I'm never letting you go." Max nudges Emma's hand. She touches his head through her tears. "Thank you," she whispers. Carter calls his captain. "Major trafficking bust at Central Station. 6 suspects in custody. 1 child recovered. Evidence of multi-state operation. We need FBI and child services." Then Carter sees it. A text on Linda's phone. "Package delivered?" Below it, an address. A warehouse, 45 kilometers outside the city. And 1 more line. 5 more kids ready for transport tonight." Carter's blood runs cold. This isn't over. Officer Carter shows Daniel the message. "There are more children. Tonight." Daniel looks at Emma. Finally safe. But he thinks of the others still trapped. Carter speaks into his radio. "We need a tactical team. Warehouse. Possible child hostages. Time sensitive. Transport planned tonight." Emma pulls Daniel's sleeve. Voice small. Raw. "Daddy, there were other kids with me." Daniel's heart clenches. "What do you mean, baby?" "In the room where they kept us. 4 other kids. They were so scared." Carter kneels, gentle. "Emma, can you tell me about them?" Emma nods, tears streaming. A girl named Lily, 6 years old. She cried for her grandma. 2 brothers, maybe 9 and 10. They tried to protect us. And Sophie. She was sick. Had a fever. They kept her separate. Said if she got worse, they'd leave her. "Where were you kept?" "A dark room, no windows. Smelled bad. They moved us every few weeks. Different houses, different cars. They made us call strangers mom or aunt. Said our families didn't want us anymore." Daniel holds her tighter, rage trembling through him. Carter stands. "How long ago did you see them?" "Yesterday. They separated me. Said I'd never see them again." Carter checks the address on Linda's phone. Warehouse, industrial district, abandoned. Another officer holds up a black notebook. "Sir, you need to see this." Inside, a list. 23 children, ages 4 to 14. Next to each name, delivered. In transit. Ready. Damaged. Disposed. At the bottom, 47 client names. 8 countries. Prices. $5,000 to $50,000. This isn't just kidnapping. This is industrial-scale trafficking. Carter's hands shake. We move now. If they know Linda's arrested, they'll scatter. Kill witnesses. Daniel doesn't hesitate. I'm coming. This is police business. Those kids are going through what Emma went through. Let me help. Carter nods. Stay behind the team. Emma grabs Daniel's hand. Daddy, please don't go. Daniel kneels, places his hand on his chest. 3 taps. 2 more. I have to, baby. So other kids can go home to their daddies too. Emma understands. She puts her hand on her chest. 3 taps. 2 more. Come back safe. I promise. By late afternoon, the tactical team assembles. 6 SWAT officers. Officer Carter, Max, and Daniel. Emma stays at the station with victim advocate Rachel. Safe. But watching the door, waiting, Carter briefs the team. 5 to 6 children inside, ages 6 to 12, possibly drugged or restrained. 3 to 4 armed guards. Children are priority. Everything else is secondary. They load into unmarked vehicles, drive as the sun sets. The warehouse appears, gray concrete, lifeless. They park 2 blocks away, move on foot. Max leads, nose down, focused. 2 guards stand outside, smoking, laughing. $5,000 each, easy money. You think boss will let us take a cut from the next shipment? Long as we keep our mouths shut. Carter signals. 2 officers circle through tall grass. Silent. The guards don't see them. One tries to reach for his radio. An officer tackles him, cuffs him, hand over mouth. The other runs. Max appears, knocks him flat. Get it off me. Max stands on his chest, teeth bared. Growling, Carter approaches. Hands behind your back, now. They breach the door. The interior is dark, damp, smells like mold and human waste. Max moves left. The team follows. Flashlights cutting darkness. They find stairs. At the top, voices. Shouldn't have brought the sick one. Boss is gonna be pissed. Boss said take them all. If she dies before delivery, that's on you. Carter counts down. 3, 2, 1. Police! Hands up! 4 men inside. Laptops showing children in cages. Cash, weapons. 1 man reaches for a gun. An officer fires, hits his shoulder. He screams, "Don't shoot!" The others raise their hands. Carter scans the laptops. Images of children, listings, descriptions, prices. Where are the kids? 1 man glares, says nothing. Carter steps closer. Where are the kids? The man spits. Max lunges, snarling. Inches from his face, the man's defiance crumbles. Next room, they're in the next room. An officer shoots the padlock. It shatters. The door opens. Darkness. 1 bare bulb. On the floor, 6 children. 4 girls. 2 boys. Filthy. Thin. Terrified. 1 girl screams. No, we didn't do anything wrong. We'll be good. Carter holsters his weapon, raises his hands, kneels. Hey, it's okay. We're police. You're safe now. The children don't move. Too broken to trust. Max walks in, slowly, tail wagging. 1 boy sees the dog. Something flickers in his eyes. A doggy? Max sits. The boy touches his head. He's soft. The others start moving, slowly, toward freedom. Daniel steps in, kneels. You're going home. All of you. A small blonde girl looks up. For real. You promise? Daniel nods, voice breaking. For real. I have a daughter. Emma. She was lost too. And today, I got her back. An older boy stays in the corner. What if they don't want us? What if we're too broken? Daniel's heart shatters. They want you. You're not broken. You're a survivor. Your family never stopped looking, just like I never stopped looking for Emma. Daniel places his hand on his chest. 3 taps. 2 more. This means I'm here. You're safe. You don't have to trust me yet. But I'm not leaving until you're safe. Paramedics arrive. Blankets. Water. They wrap each child carefully. A paramedic kneels by one girl. "When's the last time you ate?" "I don't know. They only gave us food sometimes, when we were good." "We're getting you food right now and taking you to the hospital." The girl starts crying. "I want my mom. We're calling her now." The 4 men are arrested. Human trafficking. Kidnapping. Child exploitation. Life in prison. The children are taken to the hospital. Their families called. Daniel watches one mother see her son. She collapses. Wails. Holds him so tight. "My baby. I thought you were gone forever." The boy cries into her shoulder. "Mommy, I want to go home." "We're going home right now." Carter stands next to Daniel, Max at his side. "You did good today, Hayes." Daniel shakes his head. "Max did good. You did good. You helped save 6 more. That counts for everything." Daniel's phone buzzes. Text from Rachel. "Emma's asking for you. She won't sleep until you're back." Daniel smiles. First real smile in 6 months. "I'm going home to my daughter." But the night isn't over. As the last child is loaded into an ambulance, one girl grabs an officer's sleeve. Lily, 6 years old. Blonde hair matted with dirt. "Wait, there's one more." Carter turns. "What do you mean?" "Sophie. She was sick. They kept her in the basement. She's still there." Carter's blood runs cold. "There's a basement?" Lily nods, tears streaming. "She had a fever. They said she was too weak. They left her days ago, maybe a week." Daniel hears this. His heart drops. Carter speaks into his radio. "We missed someone. Basement level. Critically ill child. We need to go back now." The team rushes back, searching for a way down. Max moves through the building, sniffing, searching. In a storage room, Max stops, paws at an old rug, scratches, whines. Carter pulls the rug away. Underneath, a metal hatch. Padlocked. An officer shoots the lock. Carter opens it. The smell hits them. Mold, sickness, death. They descend stone steps. The basement is a maze of small rooms. Max leads them. At the end of a hallway, a wooden door. Max scratches at it, whines, urgent. Carter opens the door. Inside, on concrete, a little girl, maybe 5, curled into a ball, shivering. Sophie. Brown hair plastered with sweat, skin pale, lips cracked, eyes glazed, burning with fever. Daniel rushes in, kneels. "Sophie, can you hear me?" Sophie's eyes flutter. "Barely." "Mommy?" Daniel's voice breaks. "We're getting you out. You're going to be okay." He scoops her up. She weighs almost nothing. Bones and fever and fear. Carter calls ahead. "Emergency medical. Child in critical condition. Possible sepsis. ETA 2 minutes." Daniel carries her up. She's limp, breathing shallow, rattling. "Stay with me, Sophie," Sophie whispers. One word. "Scared." "I know. But you're safe now. Your mom is waiting." She never stopped looking, just like I never stopped looking for Emma. "Stay with me." They burst outside. Ambulance waiting. Paramedics rush over. Daniel hands Sophie to them. "She's burning up. Been down there alone for days. Please save her." Severe dehydration. Fever 104.7. Infection. Possibly sepsis. "We need to move." Daniel climbs in. "I'm not leaving her alone." Carter sees his face, nods. "Go, I'll follow." The ambulance speeds through the city, sirens blaring. Daniel holds Sophie's cold hand. He talks to her. About Emma. About how Emma was lost too. About how Sophie will be safe. "You're going to meet your mom again. She's been looking for you every day. 8 months. She never stopped. You're going home." Sophie's eyes open slightly. A tear rolls down. Daniel squeezes her hand. Places his other hand on his chest. 3 taps. 2 more. I'm here. You're safe. Sophie's fingers twitch, like she's trying to respond. At the hospital, doctors rush Sophie into emergency. Daniel is pushed back. The doors close. He stands in the hallway, shaking, covered in dirt and fever heat. Carter arrives. Max sits next to Daniel, leans against him. Daniel pets Max's head. Thank you. For everything. They wait. 2 hours. A doctor emerges. Tired. Smiling slightly. She's stable. Bacterial pneumonia. Early stage sepsis. Another hour, maybe 2, and we'd have lost her. Her organs were starting to shut down. Daniel's legs give out. He sits. Puts his head in his hands. Cries. But she's strong. She'll recover. It'll take time. But she'll be okay. A woman bursts through the doors. Frantic. Wild-eyed. Where's my daughter? Where's Sophie? The doctor approaches. Mrs. Palmer? Is she alive? She's alive. She's going to be okay. Mrs. Palmer collapses. Sobs. Oh God, can I see her? She's sleeping. Come with me. Mrs. Palmer sees Sophie through the window, hooked to monitors, IV in arm, but breathing. Alive. She presses her hand against the glass. My baby. Daniel approaches. Mrs. Palmer, I'm Daniel Hayes. I was part of the team that found Sophie. She's a fighter. Mrs. Palmer grabs his hands. Thank you. 8 months of searching, of not knowing, of blaming myself. I know. My daughter was taken too. We got her back today. All of them came home. They let Mrs. Palmer in. She sits beside the bed, holds Sophie's hand, whispers, sings lullabies. Daniel's phone rings. Rachel. Mr. Hayes, Emma is awake. She wants to talk to you. Daniel answers the video call. Emma's face appears. Tired, but smiling. Daddy, did you save them? Yes, baby, all of them. They're going home. Emma lifts her hand, places it on her chest. 3 taps, 2 more. Daniel does the same, through the screen, across the distance. Their signal. I'm here. You're safe. Come home, Daddy. I'm coming right now. An hour later, Daniel walks into the police station. Emma sees him, runs. He catches her, lifts her, holds her tight. I'm so proud of you, she whispers. Proud of me? You saved them, even though you were scared, even though it was dangerous. That's what heroes do. Emma pulls back, looks in his eyes. You saved me. You never stopped looking. You found me. That's all that matters. Officer Carter approaches. Max beside him. Daniel kneels by Max. You're a hero. You saved my daughter. You saved 6 other kids. Max's tail wags, licks Daniel's face. Emma giggles, kneels, hugs Max. Thank you for finding me. Max sits between them, calm, content. Because heroes don't need to speak. They just act. They just do what's right. 1 month later, all 6 children are home, safe, healing. Lily sleeps with the lights on. The 2 brothers are learning to laugh again. Sophie recovered. She's home with her mother in a new town. The FBI investigation expanded. 47 arrests, 31 more children rescued. The trafficking network is destroyed. Linda and her accomplices face life in prison. No parole. Daniel and Emma are rebuilding. He still works as a carpenter. But now he speaks. At schools, community centers, police training programs. Today, at Lincoln Elementary. A room full of parents. It doesn't have to be complicated, Daniel tells them. Just something that means, I'm here, you're safe. A gesture, a phrase, something only you and your child know. Because sometimes that signal might save their life. A mother asks, what if my child forgets? Practice it. Every day. Make it routine. Emma and I did it every morning, every night. It became automatic. Another parent. Does it really work in an emergency? Daniel's voice catches. It saved my daughter's life, and 6 other children. A police dog saw the signal and understood something was wrong. So yes, it works. Emma goes to school now, has friends, draws pictures, smiles. But sometimes, late at night, she wakes up screaming. Nightmares. And every time Daniel is there, within seconds, he sits on her bed, holds her hand. Places his other hand on his chest. 3 taps. 2 more. I'm here. You're safe. Emma calms. Does the signal back. We're here. We're safe. She falls asleep again, hand holding his. Today is special. Daniel organized a picnic in Fletcher Park, the same park where Emma was taken. Emma was terrified at first. Dad, I can't go back there. I know it's scary, but we're making new memories, good memories, with people who understand. Is that okay? Emma touched the scar on her eyebrow. Will you stay with me the whole time? The whole time? We can leave any time. Just make the signal. Okay, I'll try. Now the park is full. All 6 families, the rescued children, their parents, Officer Carter, Max, the paramedics, FBI agents, victim advocates. Children play. Laugh. Tentatively at first. Then louder. Sophie runs up, yellow dress, pigtails. She's holding a drawing. Mr. Hayes, look what I made. Daniel, Max, and Emma under a rainbow. Heroes don't need capes. Daniel kneels, takes it, eyes watering. This is beautiful. Can I keep it? Yes, because you saved me. Daniel hugs her. You saved yourself. You held on. Lily approaches, holding her grandmother's hand. Mr. Hayes, can you teach me the signal? Daniel looks at Emma. She nods. Of course. He places his hand on his chest. 3 taps. 2 more. It means, I'm here. You're safe. Lily tries it. Her grandmother does it too, tears streaming. I'm here, sweetheart. Always. Soon, all the children are doing it, teaching each other. A wave of small hands tapping chests, a silent language spreading. One boy shows his little sister. 3 times. Then 2. It means someone loves you. Daniel stands watching. Emma beside him. Hand in his. Dad, I'm proud of our signal. It's helping people. Officer Carter approaches, Max at his side. Hayes, this is good. Creating community. That's healing. But at the edge of the park, a woman stands alone, mid-40s, watching. Daniel approaches. Hi, I'm Daniel. My son, James. He was on Linda's list. Her voice is hollow. But by the time the FBI got to him, she can't finish. Daniel's heart breaks. I just wanted to see that sometimes they come home. Daniel places his hand on his chest. 3 taps. 2 more. For James. The woman does it back, shaking. For James. For my baby who didn't come home. They stand there. 2 parents. 2 different outcomes. United in grief. As the sun sets, everyone gathers for a photo. The photographer counts. On 3. 1. 2. Before 3, something happens. Without planning, every single person places their hand on their chest. 3 taps. 2 more. The photographer stops, sees the unity, the meaning. He takes the picture. Later, Daniel sees it. He cries. A community healed, a language created, a promise kept. We're here. We're safe. Together. That night, Daniel tucks Emma into bed. Dad? Yeah, baby. Will you always be here? Daniel kisses her forehead. 3 taps. 2 more. Always. Even when you're grown. That's how love works. Emma smiles. Does the signal back. I know, Dad. She sleeps peacefully. Daniel sits in the hallway, thinking about everything. About the signal. About Max. About paying attention when no one else is. Sometimes heroes don't need words. They don't need recognition. They just need a heart that listens, a soul that acts, a love that never quits. Max didn't know what the signal meant, but he knew it mattered, and Tackett. Because sometimes the most important things we say are the things we never speak out loud. A simple gesture saved a life. A simple signal reunited families. A simple act of paying attention changed the world. In a world full of noise, the most powerful messages are often spoken in silence. 3 taps. A breath. 2 more. I'm here. You're safe. That's all anyone ever needs to hear.